Well, hello, fellow diamond painters. DP Crazy Lady here. It is 5:15 p.m. It is Thursday, the 14th, March 2024. And sorry for the late video. It was just a busy day all the way around. I finished the little cardinals. I'm going to have my daughter... excuse me. I'm going to have my daughter try to attach all the chains to it and stuff. I don't know if I can handle it. I started on this one just to be able to like sit, and work on it. It's coming along really pretty, and it's not going to take very long. What I can start with is nothing real, drastic, whatever. I went to my doctor's appointment, and I'm telling you, they are so nice there. I mean, oh my God, they're all sweeties, every last one of them. And they talked to me about, how's my health, everything else, and I told them about being a diabetic and how I, reined it in and everything, and they were just amazed. They want to know some recipes. They want to, know some stuff going on because, they said I look pretty good, lost all that weight and everything, so that made me feel pretty good. Anyway, the dermatologist came in, and she looked at my back, and she said, as soon as she looked at them, she goes, oh, these are benign. It's nothing, she said, I can burn them off for you, freeze them off. And I said, do I make another appointment? And she said, no, don't do it right now. I said, oh, okay. I'll freeze them off right now. Go for it. And she said, no, it's going to sting. She said, so if halfway through or partway through, if you need a break or you need me to stop, you tell me and I'll, give you a break. I said, look, I've had one burned off right at the corner of my eye. A couple years ago, it was a mole or something that had developed right at near the tear duct. And I said, he did it right there, and I didn't feel a thing. Well, he numbed it right in that area. But, I said, no. I said, once you start, you might as well just keep going. Well, I hate to say it, but I had 11 of them on my back. 11 different areas. Some tiny, some a couple larger, and stuff. So on she went with, 11 of them. And I told her, I said, well, I have one above my left breast and one above my right breast. It's from when I'd wear a bra, everything would rub right in that area. She said, well, do you want me to burn them off? Yeah, not burn them, freeze them off. And I said, yeah, if you, can. She said, sure. She said, right now, if you don't, if you want it, I'll do it. And so she did those, and she said, once you have these, you'll probably get some more. They'll probably show up somewhere else or show up again, she said, because once you get them, you get them. And she said, anytime, you get some and they're bothering you, you call, you make an appointment, come right in, and we'll do it again. And she said it would take a week to 10 days. They may blister up, which I noticed the one on my chest is getting a blister, on it. And she said it may blister up, but, just let it go. It'll be fine. They may still itch a little bit until they fall off, because she said that's what'll happen. She said they'll just eventually, they're dead now, and they'll just kind of crumble and fall off. Darn it, I keep getting hoarse. Anyway, So, and she said, yeah, you can take showers, you can take baths. You know, nope, it won't affect anything. Oh, this, for some reason, the glue dots are not working today. I don't know if it's the weather or what. It's been raining, and well, it was a little bit nicer out earlier, and then it started to storm, and it came down in buckets, and it's 70 degrees, but it's that damp, icky feeling. So I flipped the heat on, just to take that kind of chill out of the room, and otherwise everything is okay. I am looking for a different table so I can throw this thing out. Oh, and I got a fly flying around. If he happens to buzz by, I don't know where he came from. That's all right. I went to go get our dinner at the church, and they got mosquitoes out there like crazy. I opened my car window, and 2 or 3 of them just come flying in. Like, they must really be hungry. So there's a lot of woods up by around there, so I expect they're going to have some. But I'm looking for a different kind of table. I don't know if Amazon has something. I'm looking for a wood one that's on wheels, about this size. It's, what is this size anyway? Maybe you guys have seen them, and they I guess people use them for computers and stuff, for your laptop type thing. But this is like, say, about 20 inches by 15 and a half, 16 by 20, something like that. That is on wheels and will at least tilt, and be about this height or maybe a little taller. I've seen them 32 inches, I think, would be good in height or something. I don't know if any of you have happened to see one. I started going through Amazon looking just to see, and I really can't see something. I don't know if it's any good or not any good or something, but I need a better table, and even if it isn't 100% wood, if it's particle board, whatever it is, but I need something a little different. And I'm going to get a hold of our handyman tomorrow and probably go ahead and tell him to, set a time to redo the hot water tank. Though, like I said, I do want to discuss with him about the gray tubing pipe that he's talking about, or gray pipe tubing, whatever it is. Because, see, it runs, like I said, all the way back. And I don't know if he realizes that or what. And I know that's going to cost a lot more. So I want to know. I want everything added in, the exact amount, so that, I don't have any, surprises. And usually he's pretty good about things anyway. Because there's been times he's come out here and I'll say, okay, how much, is this going to cost me? And he goes, oh, $10,000. I said, are you out of your mind? He said, yeah. He said, but would you pay it? And I said, no. So, he's really a nice guy. He's got a nice business. So, not a whole heck of a lot else going on. And the puppy will go in probably Monday or Tuesday for his nails. And I want to talk to the vet anyway about if I'm feeding him the right stuff. Do I have to add any supplement to what I'm feeding him? Because I'm still feeding him the rice, peas, and chicken, boiled chicken. And I mean, he's eating it, he's scarfing it up every night, but I don't want him to, lack vitamins and such. Now, I know he eats carrots for snacks. He'll eat apples. He loves blueberries. I just want to make sure that he's getting, the nutrients and vitamins that he needs. So if they say, yeah, you can feed him that, just add blah, blah supplement, well, then that's what I'll buy. I'll buy the supplement, add it to the food, and, on we go. He still gets an egg in the morning, but I just give him egg white now. I bought a carton of egg whites. So that's what he eats. He gets, I pour in, excuse me, pour it in the pan and cook it up. He gets scrambled egg white for breakfast. And sometimes he eats it and sometimes he don't want it. So I think it depends on if he's hungry or not. So, other than that, what's everybody else doing? Because, I figured I'd work on this because I can sit right here and do this. And I think it's really pretty. I hope it's showing up nice on the camera. Because I think it's really pretty. Like I said, nothing else really happening, and gonna try and finish up most of that virus detected over there, that Randall Spangler. Now my back is itching a little bit, but I'll tell you, it burned. It was on fire for a couple hours. And then I'm hoping it's going to be all right for me to sleep tonight, because I sleep on my back. That's how I always sleep, on my back. And I hope to heck it doesn't prevent me from that, because I don't know how I'll get to sleep. So, I said nothing else new that I can think of. Oh, speaking of, nothing else new, whatever, but I went to look outside this morning, and at the end of my driveway, guess what I saw? A phone book. They're still dropping off phone books. Not the great big honking phone books like they used to, but phone books. I told my daughter, I said, why? Why are they still doing that? I mean, yeah, I don't have a cell phone, so I understand, parts of that for, older people like me. But I don't need a phone book, and I don't know, I just find it amazing that they're still out there having them people deliver those phone books. Oh, and it's just going to end up right in the trash. There's, landfill again. I hope it's, biodegradable and, falls apart and whatever. But that's just, do they still drop them off in some of your areas? Where states that you live in or something, do they still do that? Because I hadn't seen any for a long time. And then now, like I said, all of a sudden, there's a phone book at the end of my driveway. So there, the green is done. They give tons of extras of these because I've finished all the green. And there are a bunch more left, so they give quite a lot. I've been filling up my little containers, and as soon as they reach that full capacity thing, then I just give the rest. I either throw them out or put them in my big container, or I'll give them to my niece, because I really have. The only other thing I might use them for is if I go down to Dollar Tree and I see one of the little little, something small down there that I like, I could draw in certain areas. They have little wooden things like this there of different designs and different things, and I could, probably put in specialties myself and, make something, I suppose. Now, I'm going to have a heck of a time picking up these rhinestones with tweezers because they're round. Let's see if we can get them suckers in there, boy. But, yeah, I think my mother will really like this because she likes the cardinals. Oh, and speaking of the cardinals, yes, I did finish them, like I said. There were 8 of them. Okay, well, now there's only 7. I was working on one, I was holding it, and I went to put a drill on it, and the head snapped. So, I said, well, I'm not going to give my mother an uneven amount. So, and one of them I didn't like. I don't know where I put it right now. The one with its wings spread completely out, and it's supposed to be looking at it, at its, face. You can't even tell it's a cardinal. You cannot tell at all. So that one I will not give her. So I'm giving her 6 cardinals, and they all look nice. So, that's what I'm going to do. But I can't believe the head snapped. It must have had a weak point or a weak area or something, because it just snapped. It could have already had a crack, and I didn't know it, whatever, but I threw it out. So I wasn't about to try and glue its head back on. So, well, I guess I've said everything that I was going to say today and tell you. There was nothing else, I was scared to death when I went into that dermatologist, because I'm thinking, because the first thing they asked me is, besides my health and stuff like that, they asked if anybody in my family, had skin cancer and stuff. Now, see how many they give extras of? I mean, there's a lot of extras. And asked if anybody in my family had skin cancer and stuff. I said, well, my mother has an issue on the side of her nose, and they said hers was skin cancer, and they did some removing, burning it, probably freezing it, whatever, in the office, and now they're talking about that there's a more invasive surgery they want to do on it to remove that area, and that it's pretty invasive. It's really, my mom, she's going to be 90 next month. I don't know if she, really wants to deal with that or not. I know she's talked about it and said, oh, I don't want to, go through that. So I don't know if she's going to have it done or not, because they said the way they would be cutting it, it'd leave a big hole or a big indent, you know, in that side. And I told her, I said, Mom, you're 90 years old. You know, your hubby's not going to care, and you're not out to impress anybody. And if you want to live a few more years, have it done so it doesn't spread somewhere else. You know, that's, so I don't know if she's going to have it done or not. But, so, that's the extent of that. Gee, things keep popping in my head. Yeah. Let's see, anything else going to pop in there all of a sudden? I'm waiting for the little guide that I have in my head. I told you guys about this, you know, in my other videos a long time ago. I got a little guy in my head, and all the file cabinets are back there. And he used to be able to run around real fast and pull stuff out of the file cabinet, and I could talk about it. He's gotten a little older. There's a lot more cobwebs around that file cabinet, around those file cabinets. So it's kind of hard to get to. So sometimes, you know, he gets tangled up in the cobwebs, and there goes any thought I ever had to tell you. So, but I was hoping maybe he'd be running around in there and all of a sudden he'd run into something. But apparently not. So I'm going to, oops, that one's upside down. I've got to drill upside down. Come on. Oh, come on. It can't be that hard for you to turn right side up. Look at this mess. Well, then just get off there then. So, I'm going to get off here and finish this up this evening, and then maybe if I feel like it, go back to the Randall Spangler and see how far I can get on it and get back with you guys in the morning. And be Friday morning, be the end of the week. Oh my gosh, this week just kind of, it just flew. So, okay, I am going to get off here, and hugs to you all. Thanks for, you know, watching me, if you're watching me, listening to me. And I'll be back on here tomorrow. Don't know what time, but I'll be here. So, hugs to y'all. You know, diamond paint, do it. You know, it's, like I said, it's lousy weather where I'm at. I don't know what it's like where you're at. So, have a good one. Hugs. DP Crazy Lady. I'm out.